Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Before I get into XRP, I need to cover a few other topics, such as Elon Musk's plans to build a new financial infrastructure. Please hear me out. You really want to shake up the banking system via Twitter. Is it a fair assessment? To begin with, I have no interest in causing a disturbance simply for the sake of causing a disturbance. It's more along the lines of, if there's a superior product, wonderful, otherwise, no thanks. To that end, I think it's terrific if we can create something that people actually want to use because it will enhance their quality of life. What the general public sees when they look at PayPal is a compromise. It's not quite as good as it could be, it's more of a rough draft. And so I believe we have the makings of a, let's say a more streamlined monetary system. And this is where things may get really abstract and kind of information theoretic again. However, the current financial system is a diverse collection of databases that are still largely batch processed and run on antiquated technologies like mainframes and COBOL. It's incredibly ineffective. He then goes on to argue that the status quo is extremely inefficient and that he may know of a better way. However, here are the two major concerns. First and foremost, would he utilize RippleNet and Xrp? The second question is if you would adopt a new financial system if Elon Musk developed it. Please share your thoughts in the space provided below. It doesn't take much, though, to make a far superior economic system to the one we have presently. The current monetary system is seriously threatened. Then he added, in the old days, if you weaponize currency enough times, other countries will stop using it. And thus he was absolutely correct. These nations have had enough of the United States and its weaponization of the dollar and sanctions. And it portends a future in which the value of the US dollar will fall to record lows. Forget the dollar, Venezuela. So says President Maduro. On Tuesday, Nicolas Maduro, president of Venezuela, stated that his country would no longer use the US currency in official economic dealings. After Argentina agreed to start paying for imports in the Chinese yuan, this South American nation is the most recent to officially discuss plans to leave the US currency. I think we're finally seeing the pieces fall into place. That's the whole point of the secretive Operation Sandman. A quick and widespread abandonment of the US currency by these countries. However, things were difficult for Venezuela. The year 2021 saw inflation of 686.4%. Maybe they need a fresh start as much as anyone else. Perhaps they have loftier economic goals for the reconstruction process. There is still some suspense. The question is, what if the banking crisis and the debt ceiling overlap? Actually, I had the same thought. Well, I figured, what the heck? If we make it to the last minute before they lift the debt ceiling, but in the interim additional banks fail, we might be in trouble. The blows are doubled. Already, small and medium-sized enterprises are having trouble obtaining financing. The availability of loans is decreasing. There has been a palpable air of sadness. Tax returns and the employee retention incentive provide additional funding sources for these companies. It's a double whammy if people can't access their bank accounts and their tax refunds are delayed. And right now, I feel like the banking system is on hold. More collapses, in my opinion, are on the horizon. Here, however, it is asserted that House Speaker Boehner will take a call from JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon and listen to him. But then he'll turn to the question of how many representative votes Jamie Dimon actually has. He has only the slimmest of majorities and must rally his caucus to win support. Business leaders can offer guidance, but they aren't experiencing the crisis for themselves. I can't stand it when powerful financiers advise lawmakers on policy, asking rhetorically, who suffers at the same time? Americans, as a whole. And that's why I said, hey, you can start to rebuild once the US government breaks free of the large banks. The first step is to stop wasting money, because that's what got us here in the first place, being forced by a judge to answer Coinbase's yes/no question about whether or not the SEC would establish laws for cryptocurrencies. Perhaps, according to the SEC. Are you serious? Who gave Gary a pass after that? Respond with a quick yes or no. I don't think any regulatory initiatives are being pursued in the United States. Structure is required. The implementation of such rules is essential. Also, the SEC has no business discussing cryptocurrencies at this time, in my opinion. Give it to someone who can start doing something right now. An example of this is the judge who denied the SEC's request to seal the Hinman documents, granting Ripple a major victory in court. Extremely large. As a victory for Ripple and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, a motion by the United States security regulator to seal the contentious Hinman speech papers was denied. On December 22, 2022, the US SEC filed a move to seal the records, citing its mission as the justification for doing so. We have a right to obtain those records, even if they have no bearing on the court's summary judgment ruling. The most recent decision, however, comes from U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres, who found that the files are, in fact, judicial documents that have a strong presumption of public availability. I'm glad to see that the judge mandated their release. I can't wait for them to reveal the extent of the corruption that has been going on. The CEO of Ripple has accused the Securities and Exchange Commission of hypocrisy. The sentiment expressed in Garlinghouse's tweet is shared by many in the crypto business, who blame the SEC's ambiguity for slowing the industry's development. According to Gruel's post, the SEC has recognized that it will continue to rely on enforcement actions in place of formalized regulations going forward. The agency further clarified that Chair Gary Gensler's public comments do not constitute official guidance or policy declarations. Garlinghouse responded on Twitter by saying, "Oh, the hypocrisy to be an unelected bureaucrat where you can prognosticate on your bully pulpit at all times, every week a new video or speech," before adding, "But no one should rely on my statements." This is also true. In his films, Gary explains that everyone has a chance to succeed so long as they follow a defined set of guidelines. However, he cautions against using those declarations as rules of thumb. It's the height of hypocrisy. At the same time, we revisit the crypto market in 2018 and see videos of Gary referring to the various cryptocurrencies that investors are buying as cryptocurrencies, before realizing that they are actually securities. This guy is completely full of crap now. Must relinquish power now. He's not helping regular people invest, so someone should fire him already. More measures for social rehabilitation are in the works. Something we will never, ever do. Bitcoin wallet ledger X recovery service is in hot water due to a seedy phrase. The current course isn't one I approve of. In short, it's a seed phrase backup service that relies on the user's unique identifier. Users are required to show government-issued identification before receiving service. Know your clientele in the same way. Custodians, including Ledger and CoinCover and a third provider, will be entrusted with 3 encrypted pieces. There is concern among some users that they must now place their security in the hands of these businesses. A Ledger representative explained to Decrypt through email that each party keeps their piece of the puzzle on the hardware security modules, which are essentially super-powered ledgers. We use it for keeping financial ledgers. Each piece is meaningless without the rest of the ledger to piece it together with. They're totally safe to go there. Some worry that even non-participants in the program, who are charged a monthly fee of $9.99, may be at risk. I have Ledger and I'm not happy about this since it seems like Ledger is caving into the demands of a future regulatory agency like the SEC to know your customer digital ID. I don't like where this is going, and I believe it's a bad place to go. If anything else develops in that regard, I will be sure to let you know. SBI Japan discusses Ripple as a way to bolster its Web3 business. According to its most recent annual investors report, SBI Japan, a major Ripple partner and a top Japanese financial institution, is working to expand its Web3 business in order to attract more institutional clients interested in its extensive Web3 offerings and crypto-related services. The research highlighted the fact that between April 2022 and March 2023, the company earned a total of 30.30 billion Japanese yen from its crypto-related activity. This is a decrease of 45% from previous year's value of $55.1 billion. Their business strategy appears to be evolving in an effort to attract more institutional customers and increase income. And that's exactly what you're hoping for. I've always believed that once big banks start buying cryptocurrency, it's too late for individual investors to get in before the price spikes. However, we have a ways to go. We'll discuss the XRP ledger now. And there's something else I want to mention. This is the infrastructure and tools for tokenization. The popular block explorer Zoom Bitstamp is used by the XRP ledger developers. Supermojo partners with creators, marketplaces, and brands to offer quick payments, meaning, and secure wallet storage. Bitstamp provides a sophisticated interface for NFT owners to display and read NFT data on the XRP ledger. Gem Wallet, a cryptocurrency wallet and web extension that enables fast, secure payments on the XRP ledger, and Xrp Scan, a leading block explorer for the XRP ledger that provides advanced metrics, search account summary and amendment data, and updates for the developer community. This is where the discussion of tokenization infrastructure proper begins. It's similar to using a wallet to store your valuables and perform secure transactions. What you really need, though, is the tokenization of real-world assets like Sologenic, Stasis, Fractal ID, and perhaps Thalo, all of which are coming to the XRP ledger. You want tokenization to occur because any firm or cryptocurrency associated with tokenization will be an absolute powerhouse in the future. This is because in the future, you and I will tokenize objects of value such as our cars, houses, and land. We bought anything that might be tokenized in our immediate vicinity. Because of that, I predicted that there would be some. It's a major deal. It has just begun, so to speak. As soon as this gains significant momentum, track the rapid changes in XRP price and ledger. You should focus your expansion efforts there. People tend to ignore such fact. Foreign exchange is a hot topic, but the bigger picture is what really matters. It goes much beyond that. This is a phenomenon that develops day by day. The tokenization of real-world assets in the gaming industry. There is significance in looking at music and other forms of media data as well. The use of XRP goes far beyond international transactions and serving as a bridge currency. There will be benefits from so many sources. That's why I always stress the importance of knowing exactly what it is you're holding in my films. In your hands is the most valuable digital currency ever created. But I'm going to end this video here. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. Thanks to everyone who has seen my videos. Please hit that like button and turn on those notifications. See you later, bye.